with all of the correct settings. There we go. And let me just double check that this is streaming and going to all the right places. Okay, so that's working. We're going to need to share that one. There we go. Okay, let's share to there because it's not streaming to the group for some reason. Okay, so there we go. That should be working. One more check. Aha, done. Okay, cool. Happy Wednesday, everybody. And I'm Therese. I'm your strategy coach. And today is a little bit later than normal because normally I would do a session at about 12:30 GMT or somewhere in the morning. But today, last night and yesterday and today, my son got really, he got and it's manic and a little bit chaotic. So trying to get on top of everything, but haven't missed this session because this is important. This is about confidence and the secrets of confident people. And if you can hear me all right, please just give me a message. If you can see me, hear me, just say, yeah, I can see you, I can hear you, all's good. Great, so I'm going to get right to it. There are 3 secrets of confident people. Actually, there are a lot more secrets of confident people, and I'm sure you know some of them. But these are some of the things that very often people don't necessarily speak about. But there are also simple things that you can actually do right now just to shift your actions, shift your mindset, and help you to be just that little bit more confident. And the thing with confidence is as you get confident, you get more confident. So as you gain confidence, it suddenly makes you feel more confident about other areas of your life. And then you gain more confidence, etc., etc. It's almost like a self-fulfilling prophecy, like a snowball rolling down the hill kind of story. So that's why, it's also really a great idea to focus on getting better at confidence. Now, I also know that there are a lot of people who will say, I'm not really a naturally confident person, or, oh, see that person, they're so confident. I wish I had their confidence. And the one thing that I'd like you to keep in mind is that as with anything in life, you can learn to be more confident. And as with anything in life, it just takes a little bit of practice, and it takes practice in doing the actions that confident people do. And that's what I'm going to share with you today. What are those actions that they take? What are the things that they do that make them more confident? Hey, Tracy, I see you are watching from South Africa. Fantastic. Nice and warm there, apparently. Not so warm over here. I keep wobbling this table. So the thing that we're talking about is confidence, and there, like I said, there's lots of ways that you can do it. But you don't have to have a natural ability of confidence. It's not like a trait that's set in stone. You can be confident just by practicing. You can build your confidence. You can get better at being confident. In fact, I think a lot of people, even confident people, can still get even better at their confidence, because self-esteem is something that tackles us daily. It's something that we have self-doubt and, all of those things. So we can all get better at building confidence in ourselves. But like I said, it's something that you can learn just through practice. You don't have to have a natural affinity. And the next thing that I want to let you know is quickly go and get yourself a pen and paper, because there are a couple of actionable things, like a little bit of homework that I'm going to give you. It's not anything difficult. It's just something that you can ask yourself, a couple of questions to ask yourself after each part. But it's just to help you start to take action on these items, because everything that I do is all about action. I want you to, I'm very big on planning. Don't get me wrong. I enjoy a good plan, but I plan so that I can take action. I plan so that when I do take action, I can fit as much as I can into that time that I have available, as much important stuff as I can into that time available. But it's all about taking action. So, and in actual fact, the first secret of confident people is they take action. Yes. So the reason why confident people take action is because they know that by taking action, they practice. They're practicing the thing that they're working on at the moment. They're practicing getting better at it. And just by doing that practice and getting better at it will build their confidence. So the more you take action, the easier things will get and the more confidence you'll have in them. It's the same with things like public speaking. People think, oh, I could never do public speaking. But once you've done the first one, it's probably going to be really awful. And then the second one will be a little bit better. And then the third might be slightly better. And then as you get along, when you get to, doing the 20th speaking engagement, it's like, and that's exactly, me connectivity issues. Tell me if you are having connectivity issues on your side. So I'll just pause for a second and hopefully that'll get back to normal. Should be good. I'm in the UK. I don't have any load shedding. Let's hope. Holding fingers, crossing fingers. So confident people take action. And the thing with confident people is that they also take action regardless of whether they know what they're doing. Sometimes they're actually not too sure. Sometimes they're a bit confused. Sometimes they don't know what they're doing, or they don't know if what they're going to do is going to be the right course of action. But you know what? They do it anyway. They take that little step. They take that first bit of action, and then from there, they'll have a lot more feedback to know whether it was the right course of action or not. So even if you are working on something right now where you don't know if what you're going to do next is going to be the right move, just take that step, do the action. And it might be right and it might be wrong. It might provide some feedback to let you know that you are on the right track. And like I said, also the practice of doing something makes it so much easier. The more you do something, the better it gets. And then from there, you just build your confidence. The other thing that is quite interesting is sometimes we think that we've got to, take on a huge project or take on something massive, take massive action to get confident and to build practice, to build the practice in the certain thing that we're doing. But there's also another piece that you can think about, and it's called micro mastery. It's really very interesting. So what it speaks about is even if you start to learn a small skill, and it doesn't even have to be related to something that you're currently doing or working on. So if you want to just learn how to crochet, or if you want to learn how to code a language, do some coding. Maybe you want to learn how to do origami. It's a small little skill that if you do that in your spare time as a hobby, that will help you build confidence because it's achieving that small skill, which makes your brain think, okay, well, I can achieve this. I can do something. I can do something new. I can actually, go from A to B and create a beautiful crocheted blanket or a origami elephant. It's that micro mastery, just learning a small new skill that can help you to build confidence. So give that a try. Okay, here is where the pen and paper come into play. So get your pen and your piece of paper ready. And in order for you to take action on this step, take action on taking action, right? In order for you to take action on this, I want you to ask yourself, what is the action you need to take right now? So whatever it is that you're working on right now, whether it's at work or something that's been bugging you at home, or if it's a goal that you've set for yourself, what is the action that you need to take right now? Even if you're not, even if you don't know what it is that, what the outcome will be, maybe the action is, I need to go and find some help or ask for help on what the next step should be for me. Maybe that's your action. So what is the action I need to take right now? And the other way that you can ask yourself is, what do I want to get better at doing? So do you want to get better at tennis, or do you want to get better at running? Then start doing that thing. Don't wait for the right moment or the right running shoes or the right gear or whatever the case may be. Just start doing it. If you want to get better at something, just start doing it. Okay. Number 2, the second secret of confident people is they ask for help. Yes, this may seem like it is a, what's the word? Oh gosh, my brain's gone blank. It may seem a little bit, it seem incongruent with what we are talking about as confident people, that they ask for help. You'd think that they'd never have to ask for help because they're so confident. Well, actually, the converse is so true. They are asking for help. They are always looking for help because they know that they're not an expert at everything. And they know that they are also willing to fail. They're willing to look stupid sometimes. But they also know that if they ask for help, they're probably going to get the result that they're looking for a lot faster. So the thing to remember is that sometimes, and I know that this is really hard to ask for help, is because you may think that by asking for help, you're admitting an inadequacy in some way, or you're admitting that you aren't as good as you think you are, or maybe it's making you feel like you're not confident in your abilities. But that's something that I'd like you just to reframe for yourself, because that's absolutely not true. What it is you're saying, I've got the capabilities that I have right now, and I've got all the knowledge that I have right now, but I want to get better. And the only way that I'm going to get better is to go to someone who's got different experience, or even a different perspective. They may have exactly the same level of experience as you, but they may just have a slightly different perspective. And that can sometimes be incredibly helpful. So, and the other reason why this is so important is because confident people have a growth mindset. So they know that by asking for help is going to help them grow. They know that by failing will help them grow. They know that by being uncomfortable will help them grow. So ensure or think about times or things that you can do to ask for help. In fact, here is your thing to write down with your piece of pen and paper. Here's your question that you can ask yourself to take action. And it's this: who can help me with what I am working on right now? Who can help me with what I'm working on right now? So whatever it is that you're working on right now, if it's in your home or your work life, if it's even a goal that you want to work towards, who can help you with what you're working on right now? And then I want you to go and ask them for help. Go and ask them for help, whatever the case may be, whether it's a project, whether it's a goal, whether it's whatever the case may be, whether it's running, you just want to get better at running. Go and ask someone that you know who's a good runner. If you want to, all of those things apply. I'm sure you get the drift. Okay, so that was number 2. They ask for help. Confident people ask for help, and they're okay with asking for help because they know that it's going to help them grow, and they know they're confident enough in their abilities as well to ask for help. Number 3, this is probably one that you may not have thought about. Let me just do a quick check-in on some comments here just so that I can see what's happening and see who is talking to me. If anybody has, also if you have any questions on confidence, things that you're struggling with right now, please just pop them in the comments and then I can reference them as I go along. Okay, so Paula is watching on LinkedIn. Weather in South Africa is good. Oh, that's so good. I miss it a little bit. So signal is poor in South Africa too. Yeah, well, signals is not so great everywhere, and sometimes these glitches happen. This is technology, but we go with the flow and we don't worry about the fact that we might fail or something wrong might happen. We take action because we're confident people, remember? Okay, so number 3, like I said, this is one that maybe some people wouldn't actually relate to. I can't think of my words today. They wouldn't relate to someone who's a confident person, but a confident person actually celebrates. They celebrate and they help people. Other people, and it might, like I said, go against what people might think, because by celebrating other people, you're not focusing on yourself, being confident. But it's actually, have you ever noticed that whenever you help somebody, or whenever you compliment somebody, or whenever you give to something, case without wanting anything in the dishwasher for your spouse, if it's just bringing them a cup of coffee when they didn't ask for it, something like that. Whenever you do those things, have you ever noticed how good it makes you feel? Because, and it's the reason for that is because it's saying that you are a nice person, you are a good person, and that the things that you do are good things, and and on top of that, the things that you do have the ability to shift people, to influence people, to make them feel happy, to make them better people. And if you think about it in that way, it shows that you are incredibly powerful, that you've got that ability to help someone, however small, but you have that ability to help somebody. So I want you to celebrate and help people more. And by doing that, it will build your confidence. And that, like I said earlier, these tips are so simple. It's not like you've got to go and do a course on confidence to become a confident person. You can just tomorrow celebrate others or help others. Tracy says, celebrating others opens doors for you, I found. 100%. As soon as you are willing to congratulate somebody for the work that they've done or the achievements that they've had, or, just for whatever the case may be, it just makes you into a nice person, and they realize that you're a nice person, and then they want to help you, and then they want to compliment you too. So it's like a, beautiful spiraling bubble of butterflies, like a butterfly effect type story. Tracy says, speaking on camera is difficult for me. So Tracy, what do you need to do to get better at it? Practice. That's all it is. It's just practice. You got to do it all the time. And one of the things, so I'm going to just segue a little bit here. One of the things that I teach is called a massive action goal. So if it is something, if speaking on camera is something that you think is going to really help your business, because I know that you have a business, if you think that it's really going to help your business, why not set for yourself a massive action goal? And by that, I mean, take massive action. So do a live, a Facebook live, or even if it's a pre-recorded video, do one every single week. And if that sounds too much, just do one every 2 weeks. But every 2 weeks. Take massive action. If that sounds too little, then do one every day, even if it's just a 5-minute video every single day. And I can assure you, after 1 month, 2 months, or 3 months, just depending on how much massive action you've taken, you will notice that you are incredibly confident with speaking on camera. So you can try this massive action goal with many other things in your life. If you want to get really good at running, well, run more. Take massive action. Okay, who else here? It's important to know if you have a growth mindset or not. It's so important to know if you have a growth mindset or not. Everybody, that's from Philippa, everybody can have a growth mindset. So that's the other thing, is to actually acknowledge, do you want a growth mindset? Well, then you have a growth mindset. If you want it, you have it, because you can create that for yourself. Everybody can have what they want. You've just got to learn, and then you've got to practice, and then you've got to believe that you have a growth mindset. So it's not about whether you do or don't have one. Anybody can have a trait if that's what they want, and if that's what they're going to put the effort in and do and become. Then you will be confident. Then you will have a growth mindset. Whatever it is that you want, you can be, just by practice and by taking the steps that you need to do to become what it is that you want to become. Cool. Okay, so I think we've done all of those, caught up there. Okay, so yeah, like I said, celebrate. That was number 3. Celebrate and help other people. That is what confident people do. So get your pen and paper ready, and I want you to ask yourself, who can I celebrate and help tomorrow? Who can I celebrate or help tomorrow? And this is like something genuine. So don't look for any feedback or anything else in return. Just who can you help or celebrate tomorrow? And go out and do that. Go and help them, offer some help. You know, the thing with sometimes with helping is that you also learn through teaching other people. You learn yourself by integrating that knowledge and also knowing how to communicate that knowledge that you have just through teaching. So I think that, you know, speaking on camera for Tracy, that might be a really great way for you to learn for yourself. It's not just about other people when you help other people. So you do gain a benefit from it. But you can also just still help and celebrate people, and then everything else will just help you to build that confidence. Okay, let me just check. I think there is a place here where I don't have access to comments, but I just want to check and make sure that nobody's got comments over there. Okay, cool. Okay, so then, here's a surprise. So the surprise is this. I was going to speak about 3 secrets of confident people, but then I just, like, my brain kept going, and I just thought, okay, well, actually there's another one. There's really just another one that I want to speak about. And so that's a 4th one. So surprise. Don't say I don't give added value. So number 4, the 4th secret of confident people is that they keep their commitments. And I'm not speaking about commitments to other people. Yes, it's really important to keep your commitments to other people, but what I'm speaking about is keeping commitments to yourself. Now, I'm sure all of you, most of you, if not all of you, have been through a scenario where you've been let down. Someone's made a commitment to you and then they've let you down. Maybe you went on a date and someone didn't turn up, or I don't know, someone said that they were going to pay you back some money that they loaned from you and they never did. I want you to think about how that feels when that happens to you, when someone has let you down. They've made that commitment and they've let you down. How does that make you feel? Now, I want you to think about that in terms of yourself. So often we make commitments to ourselves and then we let ourselves down. We break those promises that we've made to ourselves. So you can imagine, even though you may just be fobbing it off or ignoring that, you can imagine how much impact that has on yourself and on your self-esteem and on your confidence if you are able to, or if you're willing to, break the promise that you're making to yourself. And it's a really tough one, I know, because, I've been someone who's been on or wanted to go on a diet before in the past, or who's made a promise to say, I'm not going to eat that chocolate, and then I eat the chocolate. So I know what it is like to go through that, to make that commitment. And like Tracy says, to be disappointed in yourself, 100%. It's hard. It's not nice. That disappointment is probably one of the worst feelings that you can have from somebody else, because your parents being disappointed in you is worse than them giving you a smack when that was allowed back in the day. I don't condone it now, obviously, but it happened. But it was worse. Being, your folks being disappointed in you was worse than anything else. So you being disappointed in yourself, can you imagine what that's doing to your self-esteem, to your confidence, to your trust in yourself? So here is what you can do, is you can, number one, don't make promises that you can't keep. Know that if you're going to make a promise to yourself, then you will find ways, you're going to need to find ways to make sure that you don't break that promise to yourself. And obviously there are times when promises just get broken. So you say, I'm going to go for a run today, and then the weather changes and you can't go for a run. But that's different because it's an outside circumstance, you can't control it. But think about the commitments that you want to commit to, and know that you're know that you're only going to make that promise if you can keep it. I need water. And one of the ways to do this is to make sure you're not making too many promises. Don't think about the core thing, the core goal, the one thing that you need to achieve for yourself right now, whether it's at work or at home, or a specific goal that you want to go after. Just think of one thing, and what is that promise that you're going to make to yourself? Don't make too many promises, okay? Don't try and give up smoking and give up alcohol and go on a diet all at once. I can assure you it's not going to work very well. Sometimes it will work for people, but for the most part, it won't. So just make a single promise or one commitment to yourself at a time. And this, keeping a commitment to yourself, or knowing that you can keep a commitment to yourself, is what's going to empower you, and know that you can make more commitments and keep more commitments, and that will build your trust in yourself, and it will build your confidence. And trust, these words, trust, integrity, authenticity, those are huge, powerful words that people are speaking about nowadays with brands, but we need to be speaking about those words to ourselves. So, when we can start to build trust in ourselves, that we are able to achieve a certain goal and that we can go after it, and that, we can keep that promise to ourselves, then it will build confidence, and we can do that for the next promise and the next promise and the next. So here is the question. Get your pen and paper ready and ask yourself, firstly, what promises am I not keeping right now? And then, what do I need to change? What needs to change for me to either keep that promise or to let it go? And maybe you need to say, which promises, like you may have a list of 50 promises, then just clarify and go, okay, actually, here is the 1 or 2 promises that I'm going to focus on right now. And then ask yourself, what needs to change for me so that I can hold true to that promise? What needs to change? Do I need to go and ask for help? Do I need to just take action? Do I need to, whatever the case may be, do I need to just remind myself every morning that this is the promise that I've set for myself? Maybe that's just a simple thing that you can do. So there you have it. There's the surprise. It's 4 secrets of confident people. Number 1, they take action. Number 2, they ask for help. Number 3, they celebrate and help other people. And number 4, they keep their commitments to themselves. You know what I mean? Cool. Does anybody have any questions before we say goodbye? And before you all go, I want you to know, did you know that I have just opened up a brand new training that I'm going to be doing between the 22nd and the 26th of February. It's called How to Get It All Done, the ultimate mindset and productivity training for success. And that's success with anything, whether it's at work, at home, with a goal, with anything that you want to achieve, even if it's a vision that you have for your future. These strategies that I'm going to share with you in that 5-day training can be applied to anything. So I hope you will join me. I'm going to share a link in the comments. And go and register. Make sure that you register so that you know when the training is going live. And you'll also receive a 30-page workbook that goes with it. Because remember, if you are going to make the change in your life, you're going to have to take action. You're going to have to do the work. So I hope you will join me. And if you know of anybody that if you know of anybody else that will take value out of that training, it's free, but it's only going to be free for that period of time. The training's only going to be available during that period of time, and then it's going to be removed from all of my channels, so you won't be able to access it. So if you have anybody, there will be time to watch the replays and to binge watch for a period of time, but after that, it will be removed. So if you know of anybody that will take value from it, that will gain something from it, then please be sure to share it with them, pop them an email, send them the link. I'll share the link in the comments below. Let's just check the last of the comments. Thank you. Sharika, it would be great, all the sessions. Yeah, it would be awesome. Share. Woohoo! I like share. 100%. I'm so excited for it. I'm going to be sharing with you guys everything that I know. Not everything that I know. That's impossible. But all of those key strategies that I use every single day to help me achieve my goals. And I can't wait to share them with you. I can't wait to see you there. And before that, I'll see you next week, Wednesday. And I'll keep you informed of the time, because I'm also just checking to see what are the best times for people here as well. If there's a specific time that you enjoy watching these live videos, or you'd prefer to watch these live videos, just put it in the comments, like morning, afternoon, evening. Give me where you are, South Africa, because if it's the morning in Australia, it's going to be very different to the morning in the UK or South Africa. So tell me where you are, and then what times you prefer to watch these live videos, obviously live. And then I will make sure that I can keep them live for that time. It was awesome to see you all, and I will see you soon. Have a fantastic Wednesday and the rest of your week. Mwah, mwah.